I was watching pregame. He's throwing a lot from the pocket, but I don't know how much he throws rolling out and stopping and throwing. So, I'm sure that the film was broke down very well this week, and they know what this guy's good and not good at, so they're going to have to put him in situations like that. But again, Joe, the key is slowing the receivers down and disrupting the routes.
Big Red's captains, Nico Koski, David Tuttle, DeAndre Anderson, and Randy Mitchell. The captains for the Red Raiders, Janslick, also Sean Jaworski, and the quarterback, Jake Ritz. And they won the toss, and they elected to take the football. So let's take a look at their offensive starters.
For St. Francis,
let's go ahead and take a look at him up front. Eric Sean, he's the Division I recruit, getting a lot of looks from a Division I school. 6'3", 200 or 310-pound senior at one of the tackles. The other tackle is Zachary Jaworski, 6'6", 320. The guards are Dustin Hill and Jake Samansky, 300 and 203 respectively. And the center is Tyler Brenner, a 5'10", 200-pound senior. At wideout, Arizia. We'll also see Noah Kuzman and Anthony Gomez. The running backs are Xavier Janslick, a 5'8", 185-pound senior. He had a very good game last week. Only had 6 carries and a bunch of touchdowns and yards against Erie. Also, we'll see DeAndre Jones in there. Sometimes they'll split Janslick out. And the quarterback is Jake Ritz, 6'1", 190-pound junior. Defensively for Steubenville Big Red, up front, Isaiah McCartney at one of the ends, 5'11", 230-pound junior, and Nico Koski at the other end, 5'10", 230-pound senior. At defensive line, with the loss of Keith Bodner, Kian Montgomery will get some time in there. Also probably see Raleen Brooks and Emmanuel Ware. Sam linebacker is Brandon Kenny. The mic is David Tuttle. The will is JoJo Brown. Your corners are DeAndre Anderson and also Randy Mitchell. Safeties, Noah Howarth and Luke Zorney. Also Aaron Ferguson, who came up with a big interception last week. The officiating crew for today is TJ Brancazio. He's the referee. The umpire is Mark Bukalik. Linesman is Pete Brogdon. I didn't know Pete did football.
I didn't either.
Line judge is Matt Karpinski, and the back judge is our good friend Jimmy Squirlaza. Let's take a look at the uniforms. Big Red wearing the solid black pants, the black jerseys with the black numbers trimmed in red, the red headgear with the white Steubenville S, and the Red Raiders look just like the San Francisco 49ers. What is that? What is that color? Like a mustard?
Old gold.
Old gold?
Mustard pants.
There you go, with the red and white stripe down the side, the white jerseys, red numerals, with the gold headgear with the San Francisco 49ers logo on the side. Let's go ahead and send it down to Fatty. Metro by T-Mobile call to the field.
Man, you couldn't have described those uniforms any better. I mean, they look identical to the 49ers, if anybody can get a picture of that. But I'll tell you what, Ross, you talked about it earlier. The Achilles heel for 2 weeks for Bill has been the special teams. And I know that's killing Coach P-Rowe. And, they've done everything. But I was talking to somebody this week. The guy that blocked the 2 punts last week for D.C., he's kind of going to Florida State, so he might not be that bad of a ball player. So we don't have to worry about that. I'm sure they cleaned it up. But time of possession is going to be huge for Big Red.
Ariza, also Janslick, the running back, and also DeAndre Jones, the other running back, are 3 safety receivers for the Red Raiders. Tanner Power has it teed up at the 40-yard line, and we are underway. Steubenville Big Red, he just kind of pops this one in the air, finds the dead spot in the kicking team, and Jones had to flop on it right around the 30-yard line. Nice job by the senior kicker.
Yeah, anytime you can keep them at the 30 or behind it, you've done your job on the kicking. So good special teams play to start it off.
So we're all anxious to see this quarterback. Jake Ritz, the 6'1", 190-pound junior, leads him from the line of scrimmage, or the sidelines up to the line of scrimmage. And they will send Ariza wide to the near side of the football field. Most of the time they come out 3 wide with one guy in the backfield. Now they're going to come out 4 wide. So twin receivers each way. They split out that tight end, the big tight end. He is the slot receiver over on the far side. As the Red Raiders moving right to left here at Reno Field. Here's a quick slant over the middle intended for that big tight end. Nice job defensively by Noah Howarth to get in there and jar the ball loose. It's incomplete.
Couldn't have timed that any better on his hit. Absolutely perfect timing. Ball delivered and hit delivered at the exact same time.
So it's going to set up a second down and 10. The ball spotted at the 30-yard line for the Red Raiders, and their junior quarterback, Jake Ritz. Xavier Janslick is that really talented running back, kind of built like a fire hydrant. 5'8", 185-pound senior, can give you that fake leg. Very, very quick runner as well. Corsi, the tight end, is split over on the far side of the football field. Two receivers here on the near side. Here's a handoff to Janslick, bottled up at the line, spins out of one tackle, and then Haworth is finally going to bring him down after a gain of 1.
Yeah, nice job right there, stringing the play out. Good contact behind the line, and he wasn't able to get them legs going.
They're going to give him 2 out to the 32-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and 8 as they come up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Again, a run-pass option team, two plays called. Same formation. They have Gomez and Corsi wide over on the far side of the football field. Ariza and Kuzman here on the near side. And Ritz looking to throw under pressure. Steps, fires over on the far side, and it is going to be incomplete. Nearly intercepted over there by Steubenville Big Red. Nice job by JoJo Brown.
I don't know if you saw him, how he was like parallel to the ground when he threw that ball. He was literally almost on his shoulder when he let go of that ball.
And we were watching the warm-ups. These guys have 3 punters that can just kick the air out of the football. And they're going to go with Shane Roberts as their punter. And back deep for Steubenville Big Red, Stone Biacco. Respecting the leg, he's standing all the way back inside his 30. And a late Red Raider coming in. Yeah, they need him. He's the right guard. And a delay of game, they took way too much time. Today's game brought to you by the Target Shop. Rita and everybody over there, say hello to them. Target Shop, your #1 shop for fast, friendly service, customized apparel for all local schools. Target Shop, 140 North Hollywood Boulevard in Steubenville. So 4th down and 13. Ball spotted at the 27-yard line. And Roberts waiting the snap. Again, a long play count. And the good snap to him. Robert puts that right foot into it. It's a short but high wobbly kick. Going to bounce right around midfield. It looks like it hit a Red Raider in the back, and he's going to don it right around the Big Red 46-yard line. So that's where the Crimson and Black will take over 1st down and 10. Let's do a Metro by T-Mobile call of the field with Fatty Carochi.
That's a good first series for Big Red's defense. And Ross, you called it on that 3rd down play. Got pressure in there by the defensive lineman. He was falling down. And Big Red starting out with great field position at their own 47.
So 1st down and 10 now for the Crimson and Black. They are rolling left to right here at Reno Field. Roberts wide over on the far side of the football field. The backs are offset, 3 backs in the backfield. Randy Mitchell, the quarterback. And here's a handoff to the 3rd man through. That is Tavion Crawford. And Tavion picks up about 3 yards out to midfield stripe. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Now, a good block by Koski going through there. We said that a lot last week, too.
Yeah.
The kid just makes good plays.
Same formation. Not quite the buffet buster, but it kind of looks like it. Almost a stack eye. Now they're going to motion to the power eye right, and they're going to run that way again with Tavion Crawford. Gets to the 50, gets to the 45, down to the Red Raider 37-yard line before he's finally hit and dropped. That's a gain of 10, and that's going to move the chains.
Opened up a hole there that we could have driven a car through. That's just a wide open hole.
Yeah, gain of 12 on the play. It'll be 1st down and 10 from the 37-yard line. Quickly now, Big Red up to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers, Roberts and Biacco over on the left side of the football field. 2 guys in the backfield. Tavion dots that eye. Randy Mitchell on the counterplay to Tavion Crawford. Has some daylight again. Gets to the linebackers down to the 30 as they finally bring him down at the 28-yard line. That's going to be a 1st down for Steubenville Big Red.
Well, David Hayes was the linebacker, and that's a good sign because when Tavion Crawford made contact, he drove him back another 5 yards.
Gain of 10 on the play. It'll be 1st down and 10 from the 28-yard line for Big Red. Roberts and Biacco wide to the left side of the football field. Backs are in the eye. Randy Mitchell is up under center. Ball was on the near hash. Here's a handoff to Nico Koski, and the big fullback is going to work his way down to the 25-yard line for a gain of 3.
Now, Big Red methodically right now, moving the ball forward. And as we said earlier, eating clock.
And Big Red going tempo now. Same formation. Biacco, Roberts, wide left. Backs are in the eye. Koski is the fullback, and Tavion Crawford dots the eye. Randy Mitchell up under center. Tight end to the right side. Biacco comes in motion this way as well. And here's a handoff again to Tavion Crawford. Kind of lost his footing a little bit. He's able to get out across the 25 down to about the 23 for a gain of 2.
And he did lose his footing, but still getting positive yardage. Third and very manageable play here for Big Red. Third and about 4 now.
Third down and 4 is a do spotted down at the 22-yard line. No score on the Creative Carpet by Meg scoreboard. 8:54 on the running clock left to play here in the opening quarter. Roberts wide to the left. Stack eye formation. Randy Mitchell is up under center. Tavion dots at stack eye. Now they motion to the power eye left. And they're going to come back with an inside trap to Tuttle. And Tuttle, nice job by Tuttle. He's got first down yardage. Appears he has first down yardage from here. Down inside the 20. Down to the 16-yard line. That's a gain of 5.
Big Red got away with the motion penalty there. They had 2 guys moving at the same time, and the defensive players were pointing. They got a break.
Spot the ball at the 17-yard line, so first down and 10. Stack eye again, single receiver wide to the left side. Randy Mitchell under center again. Long play count, checking out that defense. They motion to the power eye this time to the near side with Koski. And play fake. Randy Mitchell rolling to the far side under pressure. He flips it underhand over to Tuttle, and Tuttle has it down at the 15-yard line, gain of 2.
Little shovel pass.
That was a little Brett Favre action right there.
Little shovel pass.
He didn't have time to set his feet, square his shoulders, so he did the best thing and just flipped it underhand. Really nice decision by the senior quarterback.
He's 1 for 1 for 1 yard so far. So.
Second down and 9 from the 16-yard line. Single receiver Roberts over on the right side of the football field. Now Biacco is going to come in motion, stop right behind the offensive line. Hand off to Tavion, shakes a tackle in the backfield and gets to the 15-yard line and falls ahead for a gain of a couple of yards. We'll call it maybe 1.5.
You know, that previous play didn't get a lot of yards, Joe, but it did open things up and make them say, okay, maybe they're going to pass the ball a little bit here.
Third down and 7 from the 15. And Randy looking to throw. Rolls near side. Steps, fires. He has his man out of the backfield. Tuttle. Tuttle gets down to the 11-yard line. Gain of 4. He's going to be shy of the first down. Looks like, 4th and 4 there, Eagle Eye. You all right, man? I see
I'm
you
good.
breaking out the glasses today.
Yeah. Got to go see my man, Dr. Dave, over there.
They still look a lot smaller than the glasses I use. All right, here we go. Let's hear you, Steubenville. Big play offensively for the Crimson and Black. Up to the line they come on 4th down and 4 from the 11-yard line. Roberts wide left. Koski, the slot man over on the left. Now he's going to motion to the right power eye. They're going to run the counter with Tavion Crawford. Hit at the 10, at the 5, still on his feet down to the 1-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. It's time for a Metro by T-Mobile call to the field.
I mean, his offensive line does an outstanding job, but he just ran over like 2 guys to make that.
And quickly up to the line, Tuttle gets the give, and Tuttle is going to be denied. He'll be inside the 1-yard line. It'll be second down and goal.
Yeah, he got as close to the goal as he could get because it was a goal, first and goal from the 1.
Oh, yeah, you couldn't put a dollar bill between the in-line and the football right now. And up to the line they come. Stack eye formation. Double tight formation. Randy Mitchell up under center. Tavion Crawford, the deep man in the backfield. And Randy Mitchell on second and goal. Hands the ball off to Tavion Crawford off the right side. In for a 1-yard touchdown. Let's go Metro by T-Mobile. Call the field with Fatty.
I said it before, and I'm going to keep saying it. If Big Red gets the ball inside the 10-yard line, it's a touchdown. This offensive line and those fullbacks are just blowing bigger people off the ball. And Tavion's the recipient of it and runs it right into the end zone. And Big Red makes a nice drive on their opening possession to take a 6-0 lead.
12-play, 53-yard scoring drive. Roberts on to attempt the extra point. The lefty puts it up, and he puts it through. Steubenville Big Red cracks the electrical end zone. The end zone first. It's 7-0 on the Creative Carpet by Meg scoreboard. 5:53 left to play in the opener. It's Big Red football on the river. And Ariza on the return from the 10-yard line, going far side, gets to the 15, still on his feet at the 19-yard line, hit hard and driven back a little bit. Nice kick coverage that time. Steubenville, one of the defenders down there.
And nice kick. Power kicked it to the 11-yard line.
Today's game brought to you by Ohio Means Jobs. If you need employment or are looking for a change, stop into Ohio Means Jobs, 114 North 4th Street in Steubenville. First down and 10. The ball spotted at the 20-yard line as we welcome you back inside the Bocelli Pizza of Steubenville broadcast booth. And up to the line come the Red Raiders. Jake Ritz is the quarterback. He has twin receivers each way. One guy in the backfield hands the ball off to Janslick, and Janslick is going to be bottled up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Nice job defensively by Steubenville Big Red. No gain on the play. Emmanuel Ware, one of the defenders in there.
My man, Manny.
All 250 pounds of him.
Good kid.
So second down and 10 from the 20. No gain on the play. Same formation, twins each way. Janslick in the backfield along with Ritz. Now they're going to motion that tight end, Corsi. Over here to Trips on the near side. We got motion or flags. Yep, it's going to be a legal motion call against the Red Raiders. It's time to salute the Big Red Nation, brought to us by Rick and the gang at Hillsboro Grill and Tavern.
I think I say hi to Keith Bodner, my man Mambo, Lee, and Josh Miller. Also, of course, Shelly, Kathy, and my mother. I got to say hi to them right now. So glad you guys are all listening in.
My man Greaser told me to say hi to somebody, and I forget his name other than his middle initial, R. I do know he's a cable man, so R, cable man. Hey, hello, Greaser's thinking of you. Second down and 15. Ritz looking to throw. Fires over the middle. It is complete to Janzik. He was lined up as a slot receiver out across the 35, out to the 37-yard line. That's going to be first down yardage. Gain of 22.
Well, now you see why he threw for 3 million yards last year. I think the kid can throw the football.
Yeah, it's a simple post pattern, and he put the ball right on the number 5. Janzik, that's what number he wears. And they're going to split him out. He's one of the slot receivers as Jones is in the backfield. And Ritz is going to keep it himself on the zone read and goes off the right side for a short gain. Yeah, well, matter of fact, no gain. It'll be second down and 10.
Loss of one. His knee must have hit down at the 36-yard line there.
So second down 11 from the 36-yard line. Ariza, one of the receivers over here on the near side. Single receiver over on the far side. Ritz is going to hand the ball off to Janslick, and Janslick stretched out, bottled up, and then brought down hard. Nice job by Steubenville Big Red. Kenny over there in first to make the initial hit.
Yeah, he tried to jump, and he got met in the midair there very well.
So gain of 1. It'll be third down and 10 from the 37-yard line. 3:40 on a running clock here at Reno Field at Harding Stadium. 7-0 Big Red on top of St. Francis on the Creative Carpet by Meg scoreboard. Here comes Kuzman in motion, so Twins on the near side. Looked like he may went forward a little early. Now they're going to fire the flag to him, and it is incomplete. Just a little overshot over there. On coverage for Steubenville Big Red was DeAndre Anderson.
He's one tough hombre, DeAndre, huh?
You've been waiting all day to say
yes,
that.
Yes, I have.
Shane Roberts going to punt things away. He's standing at his 21-yard line. Steubenville at Big Red's 35. Waiting for the snap from Eric Sean, the 310-pounder in there, does the snaps on the punts. And this time Roberts boots it high. Biacco signals for fair catch and makes it at the 36-yard line. Let's do another Metro by T-Mobile call to the field with Fatty.
All right, guys. Tell you what, Big Red's done a great job. I mean, they're totally eliminating the run out of the run-pass option for this offense. But you see when he does have time, he hit that slant over the middle, and he hit the kid in stride. Joe, you called it the flag pattern over here. Looked like a little miscommunication. I think the wide receiver was looking to run the post. He was throwing the flag pattern out here to the corner. But I'll tell you what, that front four for Big Red is doing a heck of a job.
First down and 10 for the Crimson and Black from the 36-yard line, their own 36-yard line. Up to the line they come. Twin receivers over on the far side. Now Biacco from the slot position is going to come in motion. Randy didn't like what he saw. He's going to call timeout. 3:19 left to play here in the first quarter. Big Red 7-0 on the Creative Carpet by Meg scoreboard. It's high school football on the river. First down and 10, Big Red from the 36-yard line. Play action pass. Randy's going to fire, and it is incomplete, intended for the tight end, Kenny. Nice coverage over here by the Red Raiders around the 40.
Stone Biacco had run a post route and was open by like 15 yards. Yeah, there was a lot of openness down there. Kenny was open. Ball just hit like right off his face mask there.
You can hear the wind picking up a little bit from Fatty's microphone over there. Second down and 10 for Big Red from the 36-yard line. They're moving left to right here, Reno Field. Again, Randy, here's a quick hitter this time to Stone Biacco. First down yardage out across the Big Red 45, out to the 49-yard line.
Well, I'm liking what I'm seeing right here. You know, they ran the ball quite a bit in the first drive. Now they come out throwing, so this is going to keep this team off balance a little bit defensively.
Gain of 13 to the 49-yard line. And quickly, Big Red up to the line of scrimmage, approaching 3 minutes to play in the opening quarter. They lead it 7-0 on the Creative Carpet by Meg scoreboard. Randy Mitchell again going to the air. Again, there's the quick hitter, the stop pattern to Stone. Stone will not go down as he works his way for 9 yards out to the 43-yard line.
His mom and dad knew what they were naming him as a baby because he's like a rock out there.
Spotting down at the 43. Second down and 1 on the Red Raider side of the football field. Biacco and Roberts, twins, right on the near side. Wingback over here is Nico Koski. Here's a play fake. And again, Randy looking to throw. Fires. Incomplete. Intended that time for Stone Biacco around the 35, a little too high.
Well, that's a good shot to take on second down and 1. I mean, you know, it's still third down. You got a shot here. I'm sure they're in 4-down territory when they're this close to a first down.
And nice design pass blocking by Steubenville Big Red. They brought a guard over from the other side to personal protect on Randy, and they picked up the blitz. And here's a handoff to Tavion Crawford right up the middle. Tavion's got first down yardage on 3rd and 1 down to the 35-yard line. Gain of 7.
Got a couple updated scores for you. Weir High trails Frankfurt 7-0. Strasburg 7-0 over Madonna, and Creek 7-0 over Indian Valley.
2:09 now left on the first quarter running clock. Same formation, twins on the right. Wingman is Koski. Here's an inside handoff to Tavion. Breaks one tackle, breaks another one, and then gets back to the line of scrimmage before he's finally hit and drops, so no gain on the play.
Big Red has eaten up a lot of this first quarter clock, Joe, as we're down under 2 minutes to play.
Water Transport serves all the Ohio Valley needs, from bulk water to cisterns, holding tanks, and roads for the gas and oil industry to bottled water for your homes, business, or sports teams. Water Transport has you covered. Visit watertransport.org to find out more about Bobby and Mike Keister. Timeout taken by Steubenville Big Red. We'll step aside. You're listening to high school football on the river. And welcome back to the Vocelli Pizza of Steubenville broadcast booth. Second down and 10 for Big Red from the Red Raider 35-yard line. Noah Howarth in motion. Now they're going to hand the ball off to him on an end reverse, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and lunge forward for about a half a yard gain. Not much there. Red Raiders had that defended nicely.
Yeah, very well. They stayed at home. They didn't chase the play, and that's exactly what you want to do defensively.
So third down and 9. The ball spotted at the 34-yard line. 1 minute to go here in the quarter. Randy looking to throw. He fires on the near side. It is going to be caught. Biacco at the 20. The 15 makes a move at the 10. Spins at the 5 into the end zone. Touchdown, 34-yard pitch and catch. It's time for a Metro by T-Mobile call to the field.
I'll tell you what, that was about a centimeter for being a pick 6. Biacco concentrates on the ball, takes the reception and breaks one tackle at about the 10-yard line. And we got another Big Red score with 57 seconds left in the first.
Steubenville Big Red finds the electric O end zone, the O zone. Randy Mitchell to Biacco. Roberts on to attempt the extra point. It is on the way. It's high enough, long enough, and it is good. 57 seconds left to play in the opener. Big Red 14-0 over St. Francis on the Creative Carpet by Meg scoreboard. High school football on the river. welcome back. Today's game brought to you by Granada Trophies. Whether you excel in sports, academics, business, personal goals, Granada Trophies is your source for plaques, medals, trophies, engraved items of every kind. Shop Granada Trophies, Main Street in Weirton. Ariza, Janslick, and Jones are back deep. Tanner Power has it teed up at the 40-yard line, and he kicks this one deep again. And Ariza from the 15, going far side, gets to the 20, catches a block, gets to the 25, turns upfield now and gets to the 30-yard line, and that's where he is hit and dropped.
Good coverage by the Big Red again. 3 good special teams plays. Looks like they've fixed that up a little bit.
And Randy Mitchell on the stop for Steubenville Big Red.
He does it all. I think he'll be selling popcorn at halftime, I heard.
8-play, 64-yard scoring drive, 34-yard pass, Mitchell to Biacco, Roberts. Extra point, good, 14-0. Big Red on the creative carpet by Meg scoreboard as we welcome you back inside the Bocelli Pizza of Steubenville broadcast booth. And here comes Mr. Ritz and company from the sideline up to the line of scrimmage. Kuzman, one of the wide receivers here on the near side. Janslick in the backfield. Ritz looking to throw. Has plenty of time over the middle. He's got his big tight end, Corsi. And Corsi out across the 40, out to the 42-yard line. Gain of 12. That's a first down.
Very violent collision, like Dennis has pointed out. And Corsi's a little slow moving after that one.
He is 12. Brandon Kitty on top.
And Jake, best pitch is in. He's one of the inside receivers, and Ritz looking to throw. Steps up in the pattern, or in the pocket, and he's got his man. Nice catch by Kuzman, and Kuzman down into a Big Red territory inside the 40, down to the 39.
They made a little adjustment there. He stepped up in the pocket instead of trying to roll out, and that's what he's really good at. Stepped up and threw a bullet.
Gain of 19. It'll be first down and 10 for the Red Riders at the Big Red 39-yard line. 21 seconds left to go here in the opening quarter.
Looks like they're going to let it run out here. Wow.
And they're going to call timeout. Yeah, timeout taken by 32-year veteran head coach Jerry Smith. 11 seconds left to go here in the opening quarter. We'll step aside. Big Red leads it 14-0. Creative carpet by Meg scoreboard on the river. And welcome back to the Bocelli Pizza of Steubenville broadcast booth on first down and 10 from the 39. One of the wideouts, best pitch, jumped offside, so it's going to be first and 15. The ball spotted back at the 44-yard line.
Some unhappy coaches on that sideline on the last 2 plays right now.
So best pitch wide over on the far side. 3 receivers here on the near side. The Red Raiders moving right to left at Reno Field at Harding Stadium. Ritz under pressure, and he is going to go down in the backfield as Brandon Kenny gets in there with a big sack for Steubenville Big Red. Loss of 5, and that is going to do it. The ball is spotted back at the 49-yard line. Loss of 5 after 1 quarter. Big Red 14, St. Francis nothing on the creative carpet by Meg scoreboard. High school football on the river. And welcome back to the Bocelli Pizza of Steubenville broadcast booth. It is second down and 20 now for the Red Raiders. They have it at the Big Red 49-yard line. And Rich calling for the ball out of the pistol formation, going to set up the screen. Jancic has it, 50. Big Red 45 to the 40, down to the 35, to the Big Red 30. Cuts it back inside, gets down to the 29. They're going to say the knee went down, right at the 29-yard line before he's hit and dropped. He's going to be close to that first down stick.
Watching the replay, they got away with a big hold right there at about the 45-yard line. I think everybody saw it with the stripes.
Nice job of setting up that screen pass. It's going to be a first down and 10 as the ball is spotted at the 29-yard line. We'll get to the Deanna Ball and Company first quarter stats after this play. And appears to be some confusion now offensively. Maybe they're missing a player. Now they're just looking to the sidelines. They're holding up the cards over there. First down and 10 now for the Red Raiders at the Big Red 29-yard line. Twins right, single receiver. Ariza over on the far side of the football field. Now they motion the receiver, And we've got flags, and it looks like there's going to be illegal motion against against the Red Raiders. It's time now for Deanna Ball and Company Stats, a full-service personal and commercial accounting firm.
For the Red Raiders, they have 5 rushes for -3 yards, 3 of 6 in the air for 58, 11 plays for 50 yards, 53, 11 plays for 50, 3 penalties for 15 yards. For Big Red, 12 for 56 on the ground, 5 of 7 for 60 in the air, 19 for 116, 0 penalties for the Big Red.
And best pitch is wide over here on the near side. Corsi, the tight end, is split over there as well. Twin receivers, Ariza and Kuzmin over on the far side. Rich looking that way, steps, fires. Ariza diving catch, incomplete, and went through his hands. And DeAndre Anderson on the coverage down around the 5-yard line.
Well, I want to say this about that play is Zachary Jaworski got knocked on his tail side there on the pressure coming up the middle, and he's a big boy.
So it'll be second down and a 15 now from the 34-yard line, just underway here in the second quarter. Big Red leads it 14-0 on the Creative Carpet by Meg scoreboard. Same formation, best pitch and Corsi wide to the near side. Now they have a new receiver over on the far side, and Rich is looking that way, and they get the ball out that time to Kuzmin, and Kuzmin wiggles, weaves, and works his way down to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, ran a little button there and caught the ball. Good pitch and catch.
Gain of 8. It's going to be third down and long 6, almost 7 now for the Red Raiders. And another receiver in, that's Andre Goldsmith. He is the wide receiver over on the far side. Twins each way. Ritz looking to throw. Fires over here on the near side. Nice job of Corsi to come back and catch the football. He's got first down yardage at the Big Red 15.
Now, Big Red's giving them underneath right now, and they're letting them get the short yardage that is working for them. And now they're inside the old 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Yep, gain 9. That moves the chains. First down and 10. And Goldsmith wide over on the far side. Kuzmin out there with him as there's a handoff to Janzek at the 15. Brought down from behind as he gets to about the 10-yard line. David Tuttle on the stop.
Well, I don't know if you're watching, Joe, but their left guard is looking like he's moving early on the last 2 plays.
Janzek back there with him, and we've got motion and a flag stoppage of play, and it's going to be a motion call against the Red Raiders again.
The Red Raiders' penalties right now are really biting them. 5 penalties for 25 here early in the second quarter.
So that backs them up 5 to the 16-yard line. That's going to set up second down and about 11 now for the Red Raiders. Twins each way again. Best pitch, and Corsi wide to the near side of the football field. Kuzmin and Ariza over on the far side. Janzak in the backfield along with the junior quarterback Ritz. Calling for the ball out of the pistol formation and looking downfield under pressure. Throws the screen. Big Red fans wanted a hold. No call. And Janzak has it at the 5. Janzak into the end zone. 16-yard touchdown scamper. A Metro T-Mobile call to the field.
Tell you what, St. Francis set up the screenplay perfectly. And once he caught it, my man, he's a little scat back. He got in there, and a little jitterbug here and there, and St. Francis gets onto the scoreboard with 9:20 to go in the second.
So a 16-yard pass from Ritz to Janzak. And Ariza on to attempt the extra point. 9-play, 70-yard scoring drive by the Red Raiders. And Ritz is the holder, and Ariza puts it up into the Big Red band. It is good. 9:20 to play here in the second quarter. 14-7, Big Red on top of St. Francis. Creative Carpet by Meg scoreboard. High school football on the river. You're with friends at Bennigan's, the American legend. And Ariza has it teed up at the 40-yard line. He's going to kind of pop it right into the air, and it's going to be fielded by Biacco at the 25. Comes out across the 30. Almost popped out of there. Gets out to about the 35-yard line. And they're not going to give him a very favorable spot at all. And he made it all the way out to the 35. They're spotting him back at 33.
It's a pretty veteran crew out there officiating tonight, too. And that, like you said, Pete Brogdon, I didn't know he did football, but... So
first down and 10 from the 33-yard line as Biacco and Roberts wide to the near side of the football field. Backs are offset. Randy calling for the football. Play fake. Rolling. Now he steps. He fires. The ball is tipped again in the backfield of the defensive secondary and almost caught by the receiver. Biacco around the 45-yard line. It was like a pinball down there. Incomplete.
That ball was almost caught by 3 different people.
First Choice America Community Federal Credit Union. They know convenience counts in your life. That's why they're there whenever you need them. 8 located offices throughout the valley. Mobile banking. First Choice America, like a bank, only better. Federally insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required. Second down and 10 for Big Red at their own 33. They're moving right to left here at Reno Field. Wing back to the left side. Backs are in the eye. Handoff Tavion Crawford. Tavion pops through that line of scrimmage. Gets across the 40 out to the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 9. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
Big Red's offensive line is just moving people out of the way right now.
And quickly, Big Red going tempo up to the line of scrimmage. Roberts wide to the near side. Nico Koski, the wingman, over on the right. And timeout taken by Coach Smith and the Red Raiders. We'll step aside. Big Red leads it by a score of 14-7 on the Creative Carpet by Meg scoreboard. High school football on the river. Third down and 1 for Big Red at the 42-yard line. They hand the ball off to Tuttle, and Big Dave gets out across the 45, out to the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 5, and that's going to move the chains.
That's a long linkage of great football players in that family.
And Tuttle in at fullback. Here's a toss to Tavion near side. Hits the line of scrimmage. Gets to midfield before he's ran out of bounds. It looks like we might get a late hit call against the Red Raiders. 2 flags down there. It's time for a Metro by T-Mobile call of the field with Larry Fatty Carochi.
I'll tell you what. Sorry, Santino was talking to me. You are going to get that roughing player here right there. But, Ross, you were talking about the Tuttle family. I do believe his dad was a state champion for Catholic Central. His grandfather was a state champion. So this poor kid got a lot to live up to.
And David was a state champion 2 years ago as a sophomore.
Absolutely. So a 3-yard gain plus the 15-yard penalty. It's going to be first down and 10 for Big Red. They have it at their own the Red Raider 36-yard line. Twins, Biacco and Roberts, wide to the right side of the football field. Tavion Crawford dotting that eye. Now here comes Biacco in motion across the formation. Randy up under center. Here's a handoff to Tavion Crawford, and Tavion working his way to the left side. He gets down to the 35-yard line, gain of 1.
Yeah, he cut it back for a little bit there, so nice job. Not getting something out of nothing.
Today's game brought to you by Hancock County Savings Bank. They're your neighbors living and working with you throughout the valley. Hancock County Savings Bank. They're your community bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender in Chester, Weirton, New Cumberland, or online at hcsbank.com. Second down and 9 for Big Red from the 35-yard line. The backs are in the eye. Randy Mitchell is up under center. Here's a handoff this time. Tavion Crawford. Tavion with some daylight at the 20, at the 15, 10, into the end zone. The electric O end zone, the O zone. 35-yard touchdown run from the senior. Time for a Metro by T-Mobile call to the field.
I'm going to use that famous line. I'm not sure he'd have been down in a game of two-hand tap. That offensive line opened up that hole, and Tavion hit it as hard as he could and runs it in. And with 7:45 to go, it's 20-7, Big Red.
6 plays, 67 yards scoring drive. Tavion Crawford with a 35-yard touchdown run. Roberts on to attempt the extra point from the hold of Stone Biacco. Waiting for the snap. Good snap. Oh, he bobbled the snap. Stone coming out of there. He's going to fire to the corner of the end zone. He's got 2 men wide open over there, and it is converted. Nice job by Steubenville Big Red. I believe that was JoJo Brown on the reception, or was that Randy? Or Rodney. That was Rodney James. Rodney James on the 2-pointer as Big Red now takes the lead on the Creative Carpet by Meg scoreboard. 22-7, 7:45 left to play. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. It's time to salute the Big Red Nation, proudly presented by the Hillsboro Grill and Tavern. Tanner Power has it teed up for Steubenville Big Red at his own 40. Big Red kicking right to left here at Reno Field at Harding Stadium. And Janslick on the return from the 20. And he has popped and popped right there and popped hard. Nice job by Steubenville Big Red. That was Nick McShann on the stop for Steubenville Big Red, number 29.
There's a great replay of the tackle. Perfect form right here. Got him on the legs, took him to the ground. Good job.
Yeah, nice job. Had the headgear on the correct side so he couldn't spin out of there, and that was no slouch that he was tackling, you know what I mean?
We got to thank our good buddy Brian DeAurora for this excellent replay out here, man. I love having this.
I love that you have replay, yes. Today's game brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. Fresh-made donuts, breakfast sandwiches, hot coffee. Dunkin' Donuts, 359 St. Thomas Drive in Weirton. First down and 10 now for the Red Raiders as they have the football on their own 23-yard line. And whistles, stoppage of play, and they ran out of time. Delay of game.
7 penalties for 45 yards, and I'll tell you what, man, with the 40-second clock having the delay, is just it amazes me.
Ball spotted back at the 18-yard line now. First down and 15. Twin receivers to the right side. Single receiver over on the far side of the football field. Ritz operating out of the pistol formation. He sends a man wide to the far side. This ball was tipped again, and nearly picked off by Noah Howarth. It's incomplete.
Frankfurt leads Weir High 14-0. Strasburg 19-0 over Madonna right now. We have Worcester leading Dover 7-0. Willing Park 20-6 over Hodgesville. And we have Toronto leading Edison 7-6.
And here it's 22-7 as David Tuttle got that big paw up to bat that one down the first time. And then Big Red almost had a pick. Noah almost got it in the second time. Here's a handoff to Janslick. Janslick shakes a tackle in the backfield. We got a flag on the play as Janslick is off to the races down the near sidelines right in front of us. I don't believe anybody's going to catch him. 10-5 into the end zone, but this one is more than likely coming back.
Yeah, right in that holding area.
And you nailed it. It is a hold on the backside. Good eagle eye there, Mr. Ross. So that was pretty blatant, too. That's going to bring it back.
Well, and, you know, that hold is what spurred that run, too. It's not like it was a hold on the other side of the field. It's a backside hold, as Dennis pointed out to me, and it just opened that hole for him.
When poor eyesight begins to affect your life, tell me about it, it's time to see the friendly staff at Hollywood Family Eye Care. See optometrist Doc Sullivan. Folks, you'll love him. That's who I see at Hollywood Family Eye Care in the Hollywood Plaza, Steubenville. See better, live better with Doc Sullivan and the friendly folks at Hollywood Family Eye Care.
You know, Joan, you're only 200 yards away from that place, and you can't see it.
Like
That's
I can
how bad
see
your eyes
that
are.
far. Yeah, right. It'll be second down and 23. The ball spotted at the 10-yard line. And up to the line, Ritz brings him. And he sends Kuzman in motion. And again, stoppage of play, whistles, and a motion call. False start against the Red Raiders. They are self-destructing here in the second quarter.
Both teams with one timeout left. I don't know if he's going to take one. He's saying something to his wideout over there, and I'm guessing that's who they called it on.
The second down and 28 now from the 5-yard line. And they're taking their time now. They have not reset that play clock yet. All right, ball spotted at the 5-yard line, second down and long. Jones in the backfield with Ritz. Ritz into his end zone. He sets up that screen with Jones. Jones at the 5. Jones gets out to the 10, gets hit hard from behind by Manny Ware at the 15-yard line, and that alone is going to push him about 3 yards further out to about the 17 or the 18. They're going to spot him at the 17.
They've run the screen about 3 or 4 times here, and they've run it very well. And that's what you want to run when you're in your own end zone. You want to get something safe to try and get you a little bit of yards, and they did it.
Third down and 16 now from the 17-yard line. Best pitch. One of the receivers over here on the near side, Kuzman and Janslick out of the backfield. So 3 receivers over on the right side. 1 receiver, Ariza, over on the far side. Ritz out of the pistol. Jones stays in the block. Ritz over the middle. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver. Janslick would have been first down yardage at the 35, maybe even more.
You know what he heard? He might have heard footsteps right there.
He had a couple of footsteps because there were 2 or 3 Big Red defenders right there. Noah Howarth was about ready to lay some lumber on. And Shane Roberts onto a
Roberts in punt
punt
formation.
things out of there. He's going to stand right on his goal line. And Stone Biacco at midfield, awaiting the kick. Awaiting the snap from Sean. And Sean gets it back here. It's a wobbly snap. Roberts punts it out of there. It's a high, short kick. Biacco calls for a fair catch, and he makes it at the 47-yard line. 30-yard punt. Big Red takes over first down and 10. Today's game brought to you by Carriage Inn of Steubenville. For over 30 years, offering long and short-term stays and quality care. Only skilled nursing center in the Steubenville area to offer a transitional care unit, aquatherapy, and a driving simulator. Visit CapitalHealthCareNetwork.com for more information.
Well, Big Red, great field position here at the Red Raider 47 with 6:23 to go in the half. Love to see them get another one.
Actually, they spotted the ball back at the 49-yard line. Handoff. Tavion Crawford bottled up and somehow managed to squeak out of there as he gets down to the 46-yard line for a gain of 3.
Dennis pointed it out earlier. Tavion's a little bit more patient now, and that was a perfect example of it right there.
Davis Homes will build it whatever you want. With Davis Homes, custom means what the customer wants. Building homes for over 40 years. Locally owned Davis Homes, davishomes-inc.com for more information. Second down and 7 from the 46-yard line. Backs are in the eye. Twin receivers here on the near side, Biacco and Roberts. Randy Mitchell up under center. Here's a handoff this time again to Tavion Crawford. And Tavion tries that right side of the offensive line. Down inside the 45, down to the 42-yard line. Gain of 4.
Crawford unofficially now over 100 yards in the first half here.
And McShane checking in now offensively for Steubenville Big Red. Third down and 3 from the 42-yard line. 5:20 on a running clock here in the second quarter. Big Red leads at 22-7 on the Creative Carpet by Meg scoreboard. Third down and 3. Big play offensively. McShane wing back over on the right side. Now he's going to come in motion. Kind of a power eye look to the left. They're going to run that way with Tavion. Tavion bottled up in the backfield. And he is going to go down. And it looks like Big Red may get hit with a holding call. They do.
First penalty of the game against Steubenville.
Take advantage of Hauser's store-wide savings for everything you need to enjoy all the games this football season. You can save up to 50%, maybe even more on everything store-wide. Recliners, sofas, TVs, electronics. Hauser's Furniture, corner of John Scott and Sunset Boulevard in Steubenville. All right, it's time for a Metro by T-Mobile. Call to the field with our man Larry Fatty Carochi.
That's a big holding penalty right there on Big Red. Because at 4th and 5, we've seen Reno how many times he's going to go for that. So now you're going to put him at 3rd and, what do you got, almost 16 or 17.
Yeah, 3rd and 17 from the 44. Randy looking to throw. Fires a comeback over here on the near side. Incomplete, intended for Noah Howarth. Defended that time and broken up by Ian Snyder.
And Big Red sends their punt unit out onto the field for the first time tonight. So they've really handled it well, and their time of possession's got to be insane right now.
And Randy Mitchell's going to punt things away. Let's see who they're going to send back. It's going to be Janslick. All the way back to about his 20-yard line, looking for a good snap. And a nice snap back to Randy. Randy boots it out of there. This is a bomb. And Janslick misjudged it, and it's going to go over his head down to the 5. Inside the 5, down to about the 3-yard line. What a great punt by Randy Mitchell.
Joe, was that you out there with your bad eyes on that ball or what? I mean, that went over his head by like 8 feet.
53-yard punt.
53-yard punt by Randy Mitchell. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Red Raiders inside their 5-yard line. Let's see where they're finally going to spot it down at the 3. SVRTA, come ride with us. Save time and fuel. Find your routes online at SVRTA.com. That's Steel Valley Regional Transit Authority, a proud supporter of Big Red football. Protect and monitor your home and your family from anywhere in the world with just a cell phone or the internet. The award-winning Anonymous Communications Total Security.
Update for you, Indian Valley and Indian Creek now tied up at 7, debuting their new turf out there at Kettlewell Stadium.
First down and 10 for the Red Raiders, moving left to right here at Harding Stadium. They have it at their own 3-yard line. They put a fullback in the backfield, hand the ball off to Janslick, goes left side, gets out to the 10, out to about the 12 before he's finally hit and dropped.
Well, the Red Raiders needed that right there because they were pinned deep. They needed to get a little bit away from the shadow of that goalpost.
Gain of 9. Second down and 1. Again, fullback in there. Big Red shifting defensively. A little crossbuck action. Janslick on the run. Puts on a nice move. Gets to the 20, 25. Gets out to the 30 before he's corralled and finally brought down. Fumble on the play. He says he's down, but Big Red comes up with a loose football.
Flag down, too. That's probably going to be unsportsmanlike afterwards.
Brandon Kenny came up with a loose football. Let's go down to the field. A Metro by T-Mobile call the field.
I think that was DeAndre Smith that him or Mitchell that got him when he wasn't looking and stripped that ball. Big Red did recover, and they're going to get a 15-yard penalty for an unsportsmanlike. He kind of bumped him, and, you know, it is what it is. But Big Red is going to take over with 4 minutes left in the half.
And they're going to have it at the Red Raider 46-yard line. First down and 10. Steubenville leads it on the Creative Carpet by Meg scoreboard, 22-7 with 4:06 excuse me, left to play here before halftime. And don't forget to stay with us at halftime. We'll recap the scoring. You have the Dan Ball and Company stats, live coverage of the band presented by the Center of Music and Art. And we're going to talk high school football with a legend, former Buckeye and NFL great Mr. Jim Lachey.
Wow, I love his voice. Yeah, Paul Keel's pretty good, too.
Paul Keel's, that's about as good as they get right there.
The guys are good.
We're talking about the voice of the Buckeyes, Paul Keels and Jim Lachey.
Dover and Worcester are locked up at 7 right now, and Brook leads University 10-0. And Oak Glen 13-6 over Buckeye Local.
First down and 10 for Big Red at the Red Raider 46-yard line. Biacco in motion. Hand off to Tavion Crawford. Coming near side. Bounces it outside 40. Runs over a Red Raider. Gets down to the 35-yard line before he finally goes out of bounds.
Well, that was a good low tackle right there, because if not, he's in the end zone.
Gain of 11.
The big guys, you hit them low, right, Joe?
Absolutely. That's what I was always taught. You want to take on a big guy high.
Nope.
You'll be on your back. First down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Twin receivers for the Crimson and Black, Roberts and Biacco. And Zorni is the wingback over on the right side. Randy Mitchell out of the shotgun. He's going to hand the ball off to Tavion, and Tavion bottled up and still wiggles his way close to the 30, gain of 4.
Yeah, he's so good at being patient. Man, we don't call Dennis the doctor for nothing, because he really pointed that out.
Yeah, he's all right.
He's better this week.
Second down and 6 from the 31-yard line. Twins to the right side. Randy Mitchell looking to throw. Floats one over the middle. It's incomplete. Big Red had 2 receivers in the same area, and right now they're discussing it. Hallroth and Zorni, and one of them had their hands on the ball.
Yeah, there was a miscommunication by our receivers. They were both in the same spot, and if they're not, I think that's a catch.
Well, what's funny, though, is they both were open. It's like the 2 Big Red receivers broke up the pass. So third down and 6 from the 31-yard line. Trips over on the far side. Zorni, Biacco, and also Roberts. And Tavion on the give. Hit as soon as he took the handoff. Falls forward down to the 29-yard line for a gain of 2.
Big 4th down play here coming for Big Red. They need to get to the 25 for a first down.
And going tempo. Twins each way. They empty the backfield. Randy back there in the shotgun. And that Red Raider defense is shifting. And we've got a timeout taken by Coach Smith. 2:34 left to play before the half. We'll step aside. Big Red leads it 22-7 on the Creative Carpet by Meg scoreboard. High school football on the river. And welcome back. 4th down and 4 for Big Red. 4 wide out package from the 29-yard line. And a hard count, and it got the Red Raiders to jump. That's going to give the Steubenville Big Red a 1st down inside the 25-yard line.
Oak Glen now leads Buckeye Local 15-6. Harrison Central on top of Belair right now, or tied up with Belair 13-13.
1st down and 10 for the Crimson and Black. They have it at the Red Raider 24-yard line as Big Red is moving right to left here at Harding Stadium. Up to the line they come. Tight end to the right side of the football field. That's McCarthy. Wingman over there as well is Koski, and they send him in motion. They hand the ball off this time to Tavion Crawford, and Tavion hits the line of scrimmage, dives down inside the 25, down to the 23.
A gain of about 1 on that play. It was defended pretty well that time. They've had a tough time with Tavion. He's over 100 yards here. 19 carries for 120 yards. That's a pretty good average.
2nd down and 9 for Big Red from the 23-yard line. Approaching 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Big Red leads it 22-7. They motion Koski to power I right. Here's an inside trap this time to the big fullback. Tuttle breaks one tackle, breaks another one down inside the 20. He's down to about the 18-yard line. He's going to be just shy of that 1st down.
Well, we talked about it a few plays ago, Joe. You don't tackle the big guys high, and they tried to, and he just ripped right out of that and got a nice gain.
Yeah, gain of 5. 3rd down and a long 4. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line. Big Red coming up in a tight formation. Double tight, that is. Stack I. Tavion Crawford, the deep man in the stack I. How about that? Koski, Tuttle, and Crawford. I wouldn't want to see that coming at me. And here's a handoff to Tavion Crawford. Tavion moves the pile forward. He gets to the 15-yard line. He may be just a bit shy of that 1st down.
Yeah, gain of 3. 14-yard line, so it's going to be a 4th and 1, and they're going to go quick.
And Big Red up to the line in a hurry. Again, that stack I. And I believe the Red Raiders called timeout, but they don't have any.
Yep.
And that's going to be a flag.
Okay, they just called a legal substitution there. He didn't have. They had too many guys on the field. They had guys running off.
But helpful pharmacists at A&B Pharmacy and Diamond Pharmacy coordinate your prescriptions to be filled on the same day each month. 101 friendly service, compounding, also free delivery. A&B on Sunset and Steubenville, Diamond Pharmacy, Caddis Road, Wintersville. 1st and goal on the 10-yard line now for Steubenville Big Red with exactly 1 minute left to go as the clock is rolling here in the 2nd quarter. Big Red leads it 22-7. Baxter in the eye. Randy Mitchell up under center. Kenny, tight end from the left, is moving over to the right side now. Play fake. Randy looking to throw under pressure, trying to set up the screen. He doesn't see it. Now he's going to tuck it and run. 20, 15, 10. Nice move. Gets down to the 6-yard line before he's finally hit and dropped.
Big Red has 1 timeout left, and they're going to use it right here.
And a nice job. It's a 4-yard pickup down to the 6. Timeout on the field. We'll step aside. It's Big Red football on the river.
Austin Hill, DeAndre Jones on the start.
Both teams are on the timeouts for the half.
Experts on Facebook and at KleinHomeExteriors.com. Make sure your exterior is ready for winter. Call Klein Home Exteriors to get on the schedule. I just did that. They just installed one of those brand new metal roofs on my home. And folks, I'm very pleased, very happy. Klein Home Exteriors, a great choice if you need a new roof. 2nd down and goal. Ball spotted at the 5-yard line. Stack eye formation again. Randy Mitchell is up under center, calling out those signals. Red Raider defense shifting. And now they power I, or motion to the power I. Here's a toss to Tavion at the 5. Cuts it inside, gets hit hard, and not into the end zone, down at the 1.
25 seconds and running. Big Red's got time.
It'll be third down and goal on the 1-yard line. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Power eye to the left. And they're going to hand the ball off to Tuttle. And David Tuttle into the end zone. Touchdown, 1 yard out. It's a Metro by T-Mobile call to the field.
Big Red for a high school team is so good at that in the last minute of a half of a game. Not hurrying, not rushing, getting the play set up and run right. And they did it with 10.8 seconds. Tuttle, the recipient, gets it into the end zone, and with 10 seconds to go before the half, Big Red makes it 28-7.
10-play, 46-yard scoring drive. Roberts on to attempt the extra point from the hold of Bianco. Good snap placement. The kick is on the way. It is up, and kick is good. 10 seconds left to play before the half. Steubenville Big Red leads it now 29-7. You're listening to High School Football on the River. Big Red as they crack that Electrico end zone, the O-zone one more time here on the Creative Carpet by Meg scoreboard. Tanner Power is going to boot it into the ground, and looks like we had a member of the kickoff team across the 40, a little offside.
Oh, and you knew Big Red was going to squib kick it there because they don't want to give him a chance to get a nice return.
You have another dining option, Vocelli Pizza of Steubenville, house-baked subs, salads, wings, chicken tenders. Oh, man, it's making me hungry. Everybody's favorite stuffed Vocelli rolls, and, of course, great Vocelli Pizza. You can order online, VocelliPizza.com, or stop by anytime you're in Steubenville, 2600 Sunset Boulevard. And don't forget, you can dine in.
Dude, next to Roger Micker in this press box, you do put on a good show when you eat. I have to give you credit.
Yeah, I'm just a little fella, and I can eat, man, I'm telling you. Ariza, Janslick, and Jones. That was good, man. Are back deep. We'll share that one with Fatty a little bit later.
That was good.
So the ball spotted at the 35-yard line right now for Steubenville Big Red. Just 10 ticks to go before the Big Red halftime show. And here comes Tanner on the run up. And again, he's just going to pound it right into the ground. Fielded by an up man at the 45. Going far side. Gets to the 49-yard line with 5 seconds left to play here in the first half. Today's game brought to you by attorney David LaRue. Offers what he calls life care planning. He helps you find the best health care, also management and preservation of your assets, giving you and your family peace of mind. Online, elderly planning, svcs.com.
So you got 5 seconds left in the half, Joe. If you're the Red Raiders, do you come out and chuck one deep and see what you can do? I mean, you
absolutely.
don't have anything to lose here,
right? You got the biggest cannon in the state of New York. You might as well use it.
A party going on next door over here.
That's what it's all about, buddy. And 4 receiver package. 1 over here on the near side, 3 over on the far side. 1 man in the backfield. That's Janslick along with the quarterback, Ritz. Ritz calling for the football, letting it develop. Big Red with some pressure. Now he steps out of it. Now he's going to run out of it again, and he is going to go down. Nico Koski brings him down across the 35, down at the 34. What a great way to end the first half.
They only rushed 3.
After 1 half of play, Steubenville Big Red leads it 29-7 on the Creative Carpet by Meg scoreboard. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have the Deanna Ball and Company stats, and we'll also have live coverage of the Steubenville Big Red Marching Band presented by the Center of Music and Arts, and we'll talk high school football with former Buckeye and NFL great Jim Lachey. It is the Big Red Halftime Show on 106.3 The River.
They put that extra 3 minutes on at the end of the half.
And Ariza will kick it off. He's got his hand in the air. He kind of hit one in between the last line and the second line of Big Red returners, and that's what he's going to kind of do again, just pop it up. And Bianco has to go off his shoulder pads. He has to go back to the 15 to pick it up. He's hit at the 12 and driven back to the 10. That's where Big Red will take over. Actually, they're going to give him progress at about the 13-yard line.
I'm watching the replay here. He took his eye off the ball at the last second. You see, Joe, he looks down, and that's what caused the turnover.
I see the River banner in the background.
I see that. You get to leave that up tonight, huh?
No.
Oh, it's right there away tomorrow. Yeah. Got an injured player down right now for the Red Raiders.
Timeout on the field. Today's game brought to you by Fort Steuben Maintenance, serving the Ohio Valley for 25 years, over 25 years. Residential, commercial, and industrial plumbing and contract work. Get the job done right and get it done right the first time. Call dependable Fort Steuben Maintenance, 283-4890. I think he's the one who made the hit on Stone Bianco. So it'll be first down and 10 for Steubenville Big Red. Moving right to left here at Reno Field at Harding Stadium. They'll have it at their own 13-yard line. And again, they lead it 29-7 on the Creative Carpet by Meg scoreboard. And nice hand for the injured player from the St. Francis by the Steubenville Big Red crowd. And Biacco, not real wide, but he's over on the right side. Now they're going to send him in motion across the formation. So he joins Roberts over here, and we've got flags and a stoppage of play. And the officials talking things over. Looks like the Red Raiders lined up offsides. So it's going to be a first down and 5 from the 18-yard line. And Robertson, Biacco, wide as twins to the left side. Tavion Crawford in the backfield. Zorney is a wingback on the left. And senior quarterback Randy Mitchell calling for the football out of that pistol formation. And Randy looking near side, pump fake. He's going to throw the out and up, and what a nice catch over the shoulder by Biacco. At midfield into Red Raider territory down around their 48.
Flag thrown back at the 30. It might be a defensive hold, which would, I'm sure, be declined.
What a great design play coming out to the second half to start it this way. Just a very nice pump fake, and the defender bit on it. Biacco got behind him, and Randy put that ball right where it had to. I mean, it was right over the shoulder. What a great catch.
Well, you know, when you bite on that defensively, the next thing you got to do is grab the guy, because if not, it's a touchdown.
34 yards down to the 48-yard line of the Red Raiders. And Big Red up to the line of scrimmage in a hurry. Biacco in motion, and it looks like they may have jumped again.
Hard count, baby.
I said this in the first half. This team is self-destructing. Let's do a Metro by T-Mobile call of the field.
You guys called it right on that pass play. It was a little stop and go, and the only thing he could try to do was grab Stone, and he did. And Stone was still able to make a great over-the-shoulder catch. And like you said, Joe, that's a great way to start the half.
First down and 5 from the 43-yard line. Handoff Tavion Crawford. He pops it up the middle. Now he tries to bounce it outside. He gets to the 40-yard line, gain of 3.
And again, we've said it a few times. We'll say it again. His patience has been unbelievable here in this game.
Second down and a long 2 now for Steubenville Big Red. Ball spotted right at the Red Raider 40-yard line. Twins to the right side. Biacco and Roberts for Big Red. Tight end over here on the near side, Zorney, the wing back on the far side. And Randy looking to throw over the middle. He's got a man wide open. And that is Zorney, and Zorney into the end zone. Nice catch, nice pitch, 40-yard touchdown. Let's send it down to the field. It's a Metro by T-Mobile call to the field.
Another great play fake by Randy Mitchell. They faked the run up the gut, and that pass to Luke Zorney, it was wide open. The only thing he had to do was catch the ball. It was that easy. And Big Red comes out after pounding the ball in the first half. 2 big pass plays to open the third quarter.
4-play, 87-yard scoring drive as Roberts is on to attempt the extra point. The lefty puts it up. It's high enough, long enough, and it is good. 10:56 to play here in the third. Big Red now leads at 36-7 on the Creative Carpet by Meg scoreboard as they get another one into that electrico end zone, the O-zone. It's Big Red football on the river. And welcome back. Steubenville Big Red, a 36-7 lead over St. Francis from the New York area. 10:54 left to play here in the third on the Creative Carpet by Meg scoreboard. Tanner Powers' kick traveled out of bounds, so that will set up the Red Raiders first down and 10 at the 35-yard line. Let's go ahead and take a look at some other scores.
Frankfort leads Weir High now 14-7. Indian Valley up 14-7 on Indian Creek. Worcester leads Dover 10-7. Brook 15-13 over University. Willing Park now up 29-12. And lastly, we have St. Clairsville now up 21-0.
Way to go, Bruins. And again here it is 36-7, Big Red on top. And here come the Red Raiders. First down and 10 from the 35. Ritz looking to throw, fires the out. It is incomplete. JoJo Brown on coverage. Corsi the intended receiver.
Now, good coverage underneath and over top right there. So he had a real thin needle to try and thread, and just great defensive pressure up front. Good job.
It'll be a second down and 10 from the 35-yard line for the junior quarterback, 6'1", 190-pounder, Jake Ritz. 3-receiver pattern, and he's going to set up the screen, and it's incomplete as Jancic tried to make a one-handed grab, and he could not do it. It'll be third down and 10.
The pressure had him backpedaling, and that's a hard completion to make when you're backpedaling like that.
Today's game is brought to you by Youth Services System, committed to responding to the complex needs of youths at risk. For over 40 years, YSS has worked to improve the physical, emotion, well-being of our young people. Online, it's youthservicessystem.org. On third down and 10 for the Red Raiders from the 35-yard line. Ritz looking to throw, under pressure, pump fake. Now he fires it on the far side. It is complete over there to Kuzman. Kuzman looks like he's got first down yardage across the Big Red 45 to the Big Red 47. 12-yard gain. He had to put a lot of muscle on that one. You want to talk about a deep out pattern. That's exactly what that was.
Update on Indian Creek, Joe. They drove the ball down to the 4 and ended up turning it over on down.
First down and 10 for the Red Raiders from their 47-yard line. Hand off to Janslick, and he is upended by David Tuttle after a short gain of 1.
Hit him low, baby. Hit him low. Great tackle.
Nice job by Tuttle filling that hole. Second down and 9 from the 48-yard line. Twins to the far side of the football field. Kuzma and Ariza, single receiver over here on the near side. And he's going to fire it this way. It's the fade pattern, and it is incomplete. Nice coverage by Steubenville Big Red's DeAndre Anderson on the intended receiver, that time Anthony Gomez.
That was step-for-step coverage right there by DeAndre. I mean, you couldn't cover that any better right there.
So third down and 9 now for the Red Raiders at their own 48-yard line. They're moving left to right here at Reno Field at Harding Stadium. Ariza, Kuzman wide over on the far side. Best pitch over here on the near side of the football field. Now they're going to send Kuzman in motion. Joining best pitch is Twins. Ritz calling for the ball. He steps, he throws. It is incomplete. Intended for Ariza over on the far side. A young man who's not on our roster, not on our roster for Big Red on the coverage.
Well, and I'm going to tell you right now, Big Red knows they're throwing, so they're dropping extra guys back, and that coverage was tight all the way down the field.
Roberts on to punt things away. He's standing right around his 35-yard line. Stone Biacco has his heels planted on his own 20. Waiting for the good snap there. Hopefully the good snap from Sean, at least for the punter. And it is a good snap. Roberts boots it out of there. A high kick. And Stone's going to let it go over his head. Bounce at the 10. And it's going to go into the end zone. First down and 10 for Steubenville Big Red after the touchback. Well, you really don't think much about electricians until you need one. Then you need to think about David Oseba and Electrico, providing licensed and insured electrical work for residential, commercial, and industrial projects. Electrico, Pennsylvania Avenue, Weirton, or online at theelectrico.com. That is theelectrico.com. Let's salute the Big Red Nation. Thanks to Rick and the folks at the Hillsboro.
Hey, a special hello goes out to Jason and Dina Rosnick and their newborn baby Ozzy, and also to our good friend Heather Montgomery and the one and only Cindy Taylor.
Why don't you tell them how Ozzy got his name after this play? It'll be first down and 10 for Big Red at the 20. Here's a handoff to JoJo Brown. Pops right at the line, falls forward for about a gain of a half a yard.
So Dina, a Federico originally, her husband Jason Rosnick, her husband's a big Atlanta Braves fan, and he was watching the game on his phone, and he said, you know, if this guy here hits a home run, that's what we're naming our baby, and it happened, and there we go.
Ozzy Albies, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. General manager of Harding Stadium just stepped into the press box, the one and only Pat Wick-Hibbets.
I don't know how he could sit down behind you. He's so busy, I tell you. Man wide each way. Backs are in the eye. Randy Mitchell, the quarterback, up under center. JoJo Brown in at the tailback position right now. And Randy looking to throw. Here's a quick hitter to a Stone out at the 25-yard line. They give him the 26. That's a gain of 6. So it's going to be a 3rd down and 4 now. Twins to the far side of the football field. Again, JoJo Brown, the deep man. Randy Mitchell looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's got his fullback, Zorney. Zorney at the 35. Zorney still on his feet as he gets close to the 40-yard line. And finally knocked down.
Yeah. Great job selling the play action right there. Zorney was just wide open coming out of the backfield.
Gain of 14 out to the 39-yard line. Be first down and 10 for Steubenville Big Red. 7:54 clock moving here in the third. Crimson and Black lead at 36-7 on the creative carpet by Meg scoreboard. Twins to the near side, Roberts and Biacco. Here's a handoff to JoJo Brown, and JoJo just moving the pile out across the Big Red 45 out to the 47-yard line. Gain of 8.
Offensive line, the whole game has done their job here today. Just moving guys backwards.
Stay with us in the post-game show. We'll select the Gumbar Heating and Cooling, a Big Red player of the game. That young man receives a plaque, compliments of Bob Merriman and the great folks at the Wintersville Trophy Shop. 2nd down and 2 from the 47-yard line. Out of the pistol is Randy. He's going to hand the ball off to JoJo Brown, and JoJo popped pretty much right at the line of scrimmage. May have lost a half a yard. It's going to be 3rd down and a long 2, almost 3. Ball spotted back at the 46-yard line. They motion to the power I. Randy Mitchell looking to throw, squares his shoulder, steps. He's got Zorney out of the backfield, midfield to the 45, to the 40, still on his feet as he wiggles his way down to the 36-yard line, out of bounds.
Big Red's killing him right now with that pass to the fullback out of the backfield. That's 2 out of the last 3 plays.
Gain of 16 down to the 38. It'll be first down and 10 for Big Red, rolling here at Reno Field at Harding Stadium with 6:46 left to play here in the third quarter. Roberts wide to the near side of the football field. Here's a handoff. JoJo Brown again cuts it inside, still on his feet, still moving that pile down to the 30-yard line. He's going to be down just inside the 30 at the 29. Gain of 9.
First contact is not coming until he gets about 4 or 5 yards. There's some pancaking going on down there, and I don't mean the kind that you like to eat.
Window World has received the J.D. Power highest ranking with customer service, good housekeeping seal of approval, and Window World is currently the largest exterior remodeler in the country. Call 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW. Online, it's windowworld.com. And off to JoJo Brown again. He's going to be brought down from behind at the 25-yard line, but not before he picks up first down yardage.
Great job again. The guard pulls, gets the linebacker, and then sputters him right into the secondary there.
4-yard gain down to the 25-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 as this clock continues to roll, and Big Red leads at 36-7. Single receiver Roberts on the near side of the football field. I had a nice conversation with Jared the other evening. And Randy Mitchell up under center. He's going to hand the ball off to Zorney, and Lukey is popped right at the line of scrimmage, going to be driven backward. Let's go down to the field. A Metro by T-Mobile call to the field.
This drive, once again, guys, it doesn't matter which tailback it is, either Ronnie or JoJo Brown or Tavion, it's the offensive line. Ross, you said it. He's not getting touched till he's about 4 yards into the defensive backfield there, and they're just going to grind it out in that perfect play action to the fullback. The offense is clicking right now and looking really good.
2nd down and 9 from the 25-yard line. 10th play of this drive as Randy Mitchell is up under center. The backs are in the eye, and again he's going to hand the ball off to JoJo, and JoJo Brown finds his way down to the 20, down to the 19-yard line. Gain of 5.
So we're down to under 5 minutes to play in this third quarter. And Big Red, time of possession has got to be like 8-1 right now.
3rd down and a long 3. Big Red's had the ball, what, about 5 minutes?
Yeah, 5-minute drive right now.
Big Red taking their time in the huddle. Play clock down to 17. Now they crack the huddle and up to the line. Noah Howarth goes wide to the right side of the football field. Single receiver here on the near side. That's Jared Roberts. One man in the backfield, JoJo Brown. And And no, Randy's going to keep it himself on the zone read. Breaks it outside again. He's going to be brought down for a loss of about a half a yard, but we do have a flag on the play.
That's going to be a hold on Big Red right there. Lightning delay right now for Dover and Worcester. That weather is coming our way.
Is it really? Right now, but
later.
Later, okay.
Yeah, it's going to make it nice and wet for stadium cleanup tomorrow. So
that game's in
that.
Worcester. Oh, okay. Okay, game's in Worcester. So it'll be about a 13-yard penalty after it was marked off from the 22. They're going to spot the ball back at the 32-yard line.
Third down, 17.
Big Red opens it up offensively. Twins both ways. One man in the backfield along with the senior quarterback, Randy Mitchell. That is JoJo Brown, and he is flanked over on the right side of the senior quarterback. Randy calling for the ball out of the gun. Steps, fires the out pattern. Biacco has it, takes a shot to the legs, and goes down right there after catching the football. No gain on the play. It'll be fourth down. Education steeped in the Ohio Valley history has now evolved into a new community of learning at Wheeling University. Wheeling University continues its commitment to foster students with outstanding educational offerings, highly respected D2 athletic programs, all while instilling a strong sense of community. Online, it's WJU-EDU. And Big Red with the hard count from Randy Mitchell. And I believe they may have got him to jump. Now it's fourth and forever.
Big Red 14 penalties. Oh, I'm sorry. The Red Raiders 14 penalties for 83 yards.
That'll be fourth down and 12. Ball spotted at the 27-yard line now for Big Red, who leads it on the creative carpet by Meg scoreboard, 36-7. 2 minutes and 57 seconds and counting here in the third. Roberts wide to the far side of the football field. Biacco and Ferguson over here on the near side. And Randy looking to throw. He's going to fire it into the end zone to Zorney, and it is incomplete. Zorney just, Randy thought he was going to cut off a route a little bit more and go over to the right, and Zorney didn't. He was more running the deep post. It's incomplete. Big Red will turn it over on downs. Let's send it down to our man, Fatty, with a Metro by T-Mobile call of the field.
Yeah, that's a really good play call there. Lukey just kind of, like you said, Joe, ran down the hash, and the ball was kind of more towards the numbers there. But once again, another pretty good play call by Big Red. And, you like to score there as you're holding the ball, but this St. Francis team, they're just wearing them down defensively.
6.5 minute, 13-play drive for Steubenville Big Red as Ritz fires over the middle, intended for Gomez, and right there, step for step, was DeAndre Anderson.
Joe, real quick, the class of 1969 will be celebrating their 50th reunion the weekend of October 18th and 19th here. Anybody that would like to know can call the high school and ask for the principal secretary.
Second down and 10 now. The ball is spotted at the 30-yard line, and Ritz is going to keep it himself. Yeah, that looked like a mess from the beginning. So no gain on the play. It'll be third down and 10. Ball spotted at the 28-yard line. Twin receivers over on the far side. Twins over here on the near side. One man in the back field along with the quarterback, Ritz. And Ritz steps, fires. It is complete this time to Kuzman. Kuzman into Big Red territory at the 40. Still on his feet as he works his way down close to the 37-yard line. Finally hit from behind by David Tuttle and brought down. 36 yards on the pitch and catch for the Red Raiders.
36-yard pass and catch.
And he had all day in the world to throw that football that time. Not much of a pass rush from Big Red that time. Here's a handoff to Janslick, and Janslick gets down to about the Big Red 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11. That'll move the sticks. So it's first down and 10. Ball spotted at the 26-yard line, excuse me. Janslick on the give. And, man, there's some popping going on down there as Janslick gets down to the 22-yard line. Gain of 4.
He got tripped up a little bit at the line but fell forward for a gain of 4 on that play.
Approaching 1 minute to play here in the third. Again, Big Red 36-7. Twins each way. Ritz calling for the ball out of the gun. Steps, fires. Whoa, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. Kuzman almost made a spectacular catch down around the 10-yard line.
Yeah, it was a nice throw, and he had he was open, just not able to haul it in.
I tell you what, this kid throws a bullet.
A bullet. It was right there on the money.
Yeah, see, any wide receiver will tell you, hey, I touched it. I should have caught that ball. Official timeout on the field just for a second. And Big Red getting a late defender in there, late substitution as they bring Brandon Kenny in. He goes to that will linebacker position, and we've got movement all over the place. That's going to be an offensive penalty against the Red Raiders. That'll back him up 5.
When you're getting on a bus as a coach and staff going back to the state of New York, one thing you're definitely going to talk about here is the penalties that have really hammered them the entire game. I mean, 15 penalties now for 88 yards, and they've been in them situations that have put them in, third and short to a third and long.
Ball spotted back at the 27-yard line, 3rd down and 11. Ritz out of the pistol. Jones behind him in the backfield. He stays in the block. Ritz looking. Second option, fires over the middle. It is complete to Janslick down inside the 15-yard line. Excuse me, that was the tight end Gomez, or Corsi. Let me fire all the names. I'll get one of them right.
Hey, Joe, 1 for 3 gets you into the Hall of Fame, so you're in good shape.
There you go. Gain of 14 down to the 14-yard line, so it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Red Raiders. Ritz looking. He fires the pattern over on the far side, the out, and it's incomplete, intended for Janzik, in and out of his hands.
Now it's in and out of his hands and then almost picked off in that corner.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 14-yard line now for St. Francis from New York, Hamburg, New York. Yeah, he did go up high and get that one, just couldn't come down with it. All right, here we go. 2nd down and 10 from the 14. Twin receivers to the far side. Twins over here on the near side. Gomez is the wide man. Here's a handoff to Jones. Jones at the 5. Jones leaps for the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown from 14 yards out. Time to talk to Fatty. A Metro by T-Mobile call of the field.
Very nice drive by St. Francis there. Great. They found an opening there in that middle, Ross. You said even the drop, he was wide open. So offensively, they finally got going there, and with 9 seconds to go in the third, it's 36-13.
9-play, 72-yard scoring drive for St. Francis as Ariza, or are they going to line up and go for 2? I'm not really sure. Ariza is the normal kicker. No, they are going to line up and go for 2. So Ritz back in, and Janslick running back to his right side. And he's looking to throw, fires toward the end zone, and it is caught. They convert for 2 as Ritz hooks up with Kuzman. So they put another one on the creative carpet by Meg scoreboard with 9 seconds of play here in the third. Big Red 36, St. Francis 15. It's high school football on the river.
Oakland 38-6 over Buckeye Local, and Bel Air leads Harrison Central 20-13.
And Big Red has the hands team in, and Ariza is just going to try to find that dead spot, and the ball is loose, and finally a Big Red player does flop on it down around the 28-yard line. Nice job over there. Who was that? That was McShann on the recovery. So Big Red will have it 1st down and 10. They spotted at the 28-yard line. Big Red leads it again, 36-15 on the creative carpet by Meg scoreboard. Just a couple of seconds left to go here in the third. Big Red has it at their own 28-yard line. Stone Biacco. Now joining the receiver over here on the near side is Twins Roberts, and Randy Mitchell coming for the ball. Play fake, he's looking to throw. Squares his shoulders, under pressure. He's going to be gobbled up and brought down. Back across the 25-yard line, back to the 24. And that'll do it for the quarter after the loss of 4. Big Red 36-15 on top on the creative carpet by Meg scoreboard. High school football on the river. And welcome back. 2nd down for the Steubenville Big Red. They have it at their 28-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 14. Man wide each way. Randy Mitchell still in at quarterback. The backs are in the eye. And Rodney James in at tailback. And here's a handoff to Rodney. Rodney's got daylight. Rodney busts it outside 35 to the 40, 45. He's in midfield. He's at the Red Raider 40-yard line before he is finally shoestring tackled out of bounds. They're going to spot him down at the 38. What a great run. Nice vision. Popped it in the middle, broke it outside, and then just followed that speed.
Fast, fast, fast.
38 yards on the run by the young running back for Steubenville Big Red. It'll be first down and 10 now for the Crimson and Black. Now they're moving left to right here at Reno Field at Harding Stadium. Up to the line comes Steubenville Big Red. Roberts and Biacco wide to the left side of the football field. Zorney in at fullback, and at hard count may have got the Red Raiders to jump again, although they're pointing at the Big Red line.
And Big Red's already walking backwards.
Let's go ahead and take a look at those third quarter stats presented by Deanna Ball and Company.
St. Francis 14 for 45 on the ground, 11 for 24, 180 in the air, 38 plays, 225 yards for Big Red. 37 for 177 on the ground, 11 for 17, 168 in the air, 54 plays for 345 yards.
Biacco and Roberts are wide to the right side of the football field. The backs are in the eye. Now Biacco is going to go in motion, stops at the end of the formation. Randy Mitchell on the give, this time to Rodney James, and Rodney is bottled up. As soon as he took the handoff, Ross, he took a shot, and he's going to lose yardage back across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Hayes on the stop, busting through that Big Red offensive line. Loss of 3, second down and 18. Big Red up to the line of scrimmage. Pro look. Eye backfield. Rodney James dots that eye. Lukey Zorney is your fullback. Long play count again for the senior quarterback, Randy Mitchell. Red Raiders showing blitz. They do. Big Red runs right at it. And Rodney James is going to lower those pads and raise those knees and get down to the 43-yard line. Gain of 3.
You know, and Randy right now is eating clock. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's getting that play clock down under 10, 5, 6 seconds, and just letting his clock run.
Here in the fourth quarter, Big Red leads at 36-15 over the Red Raiders of St. Francis High School from New York. Pro eye look again. Roberts right, Biacco to the left side. Handoff this time to Lukey Zorney. And Luke down inside the 30 to the 38-yard line before he's hit and drop. Gain of 5.
And they're back to the original line of scrimmage now, so they're fourth down and 10.
And Big Red sending the punting team in as Randy Mitchell will drop back to about his 40-yard line. Jan Slick will be back deep for the Red Raiders. He'll stand right around his 10. Waiting for that snap.
Letting that clock run down.
Clock continuing to roll. The play clock down to 7. There's a good snap, and Randy boots it out of there, trying to angle it. And it bounces at the far hash and pretty much dies right there. A nice wedge shot by Randy Mitchell. It'll be a first down and 10 for the Red Raiders at their 15-yard line. Today's game is proudly presented by State Park Motors. Since 1972, State Park Motors has provided quality, clean, late-model trucks, cars, and SUVs. State Park Motors, Route 43 in Wintersville. Right vehicle, right way. State Park Motors. Time to salute the Big Red Nation, thanks to the Hillsboro.
Hey, we got to say hi to Papa Nick Vergis. Also to Jake and Chris Sterling, Spike and Chris Sterling. Man, my eyes. Gotta say hi to Doug Charland and also Mark Walker and Lori down in Florida and Dave Kamau.
It's funny, you can see the action on the field like an eagle, but you can't
8
read.
Inches from my face. If it was a hamburger, I'd see it.
Oh, first down and 10 from the 15-yard line for Mr. Ritz and his Red Raiders. They send up the screen over on the far side. Janslick has it, 20, blocking in front of him, 25. Gets to the 30 before Big Red's D finally catches up with him and lumbers his way all the way out to about the 34. That's going to be first down yardage for the Red Raiders.
Well, one thing they've run very well today is the screen. There was a great peel back block there to open that up and get them the big game.
Gain of 21 to the 35-yard line. Clock moving with 9 minutes to play here in the football game. Big Red leads it on the creative carpet by Meg's scoreboard. Rich looking to throw, fires over the middle, and it is incomplete. Intended that time for Kuzman and Noah Howarth on the on the coverage.
Yeah, Big Red's just dropping guys back. They know they're going to throw. We got a penalty flag down. Holding on the offense.
Let's send it down the field. This Metro by T-Mobile. Call the field at Fatty.
Yeah, you guys called it. I mean, like I said, they're dropped back and throwing the ball. And that middle of that field is still wide open. He overthrew that receiver there. But that middle of the field has been wide open all night.
Get gifts for others or for you at Kathy's Ceramics and Gifts in the Gallery Building, Sunset Boulevard in Steubenville. We'll tell you more about Kathy's after this play. Rich is going to hand the ball off to Janslick, and Janslick across the 25 out to the 27-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play.
9-yard gain.
Be second down and close to 20 for a first down for the Red Raiders from the 27-yard line. Rich looking to throw, has time, steps, throws, incomplete. Intended for Kuzman, almost came up with another diving catch, but it hit the ground.
No, the post route right there was open. And again, the throw was on the money, just not able to make the catch. What would you have been told when you played back?
I've been told to come sit on the bench.
Years ago?
I've been told we need guards, too. That's what I've been, if I would have dropped that. Of course, I would have been, he'd been spitting all over me when he said it. So third down and long, Jancic back to pass under some pressure. He finds the big tight end that time, Corsi. Corsi has first down yardage across his 45 out to the 49-yard line. That'll be a first down and 10 for the Red Raiders.
You're saying big tight end is quite the understatement, by the way, too. He is a monster tight end.
Yeah, they have him listed as a tight end. I don't think I have seen him line up in the tight end position. They have him in the inside slot receiver. Yeah, he is a big dude, 240 pounds, 6'2". First down and 10 for the Red Raiders at their own 49. And Ritz under pressure. He steps out of it. He's going to tuck it and run. And Kenny's finally going to get up, catch up with him, but not before he picks up 9 yards to the Big Red 42.
Yeah, one of the players just fell down like somebody shoved him. No one even touched him. They're trying to get penalties.
What is that called in hockey? That's what, a flop, right?
A flop. Soccer flop.
Soccer flop. Second down and 1. Inside handoff goes to Janslick. He shakes one tackle in the backfield, runs through another one down inside the 35. He gets down to the 32-yard line, gain of 10.
Listen, Janslick's a tough little cat, man. Fatty called it earlier, man. He's just like, he jukes, he jobs. You can't get him.
Reminds me a little bit. Remember that Richardson young man played receiver for Clinton Massey? Maybe not quite that athletic, but he's got those legs. And Ritz looking to throw, fires over on the far side. What a great pass. It's caught by Corsi, who spins out of a tackle on the sideline. And running down the sideline, he gets to the 5-yard line before he's finally knocked out of bounds. Great pass over there. He had to float that one over the outside linebacker of Steubenville Big Red and still into the hands of his receiver. Nice touch.
On the money.
Gain of 27. The first and goal from the 5-yard line for the Red Raiders. And Ritz on the give to Janslick, and Janslick hit at the 2 and is going to be brought down at the 1.
We had enough score update there from Weir High, Dennis. What was it? 21, tied up at 21 for the Red Raiders.
Weir High, nice second half adjustments. Second down and goal from the 1 for the Red Raiders. Ritz out of the gun, Janslick in the backfield right behind him. And we have flags. Looked like the offensive tackle may have moved. And that's exactly what the referee, T.J. Brancazio, saw.
Did you happen to see the play in the Steeler game last week when everybody moved with the center?
Steeler, I refuse to watch those guys.
That's pretty funny. By the way, good job last week with the opener for your squad.
Yeah. Second down and goal from the 6-yard line for the Red Raiders. Jancic in the backfield. Ritz directing traffic. He's looking to the far side. He steps. He fires. It is caught over there by Kuzman. It's a touchdown from 6 yards out. Let's make a Metro by T-Mobile call of the field.
St. Francis just won't go away. And with this passing attack, they could score pretty quickly. A nice little in and out route here in the slot. And they get on the board, and they're going to go for 2 again.
And touchdown comes at 6:23. of the final quarter here. A 6-yard pass from Ritz to Kuzman. And they are going to line up and go for 2. Motion out there. Now they fire the out pattern to the tight end, turn inside slot receiver, and that is Corsi, and they convert it. So they go for 2. They get it. As they put some more on the creative carpet by Meg scoreboard. It's 36-23 with 6:23 left to play in the game. You're listening to high school football on the River.
Shannon James deep to Big Red. Red Red kick it off for the Red Raiders.
And welcome back. Big Red has the hands team out there, and I think everybody knows what's coming now. As Ariza has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Yeah, I'd be very shocked if he didn't kick an onside or try to pound it into one of the up men of Big Red, and I think they took way too much time again. And it's going to be another flag. Today's game brought to you by Kathy Ceramics and Gifts. You can get gifts for others or for you from Kathy Ceramic and Gifts in the Gallery Building, Sunset Boulevard, Steubenville. Everything you see is handmade, and during the month of September, you can get 10% off everything in the store, indoor and outdoor items, plus crafts, personalized gifts. Get your favorite athlete's name on any decor. Stop by Kathy's at 2700 Sunset Boulevard, Steubenville.
18 penalties for 114 yards for the Red Raiders.
And Ariza, he is going to pop it straight up in the air, trying to find that dead spot. Big Red is there. And it looked like the receiver may have called for fair catch, and that's what Coach Smith is saying. Hey, he signaled fair catch over there, and then he took off. That was Stone Biacco. I don't know if he signaled fair or if he just hand happened to go up in the air, but there's no flag. And TJ Brancazio is over there talking to Coach Smith.
At a final score, Indian Valley defeats Indian Creek 14-13, and the difference in that game was a blocked extra point.
Steubenville Big Red has it first down and 10 from the 46-yard line with 6:15 left to play in this football game. And stoppage in play, whistles, and a flag on the field, and it's going to be a motion call against Big Red.
6 penalties for 57 yards. Timeout is going to be taken by Coach Smith.
Just go ahead and step aside. Big Red 36-23 on the creative carpet by Meg scoreboard. High school football on the River.
Nino, I need you to coach flag football, Nino.
First down and long for Big Red from the 41-yard line. Handoff to David Tuttle, and Tuttle late in the game. If you need a couple of yards, you give it to Big DT, and he picks up a decent yardage out to the 48-yard line, gain of 7. It'll be second down and a long 7 now for Steubenville Big Red. Randy Mitchell on the give this time to Rodney James, and Rodney, following David Tuttle, gets down into Red Raider territory, down to their 49-yard line. Gain of 3. Third down and 5 as the clock continues to roll here in the fourth quarter, down to 5 minutes and 30 seconds. When you need electrical work done for your business or home, get it done right. Get it done by local workers of the IBEW, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, local IBEW 246. Third down and a long 5 now from the Red Raider 49-yard line for the Crimson and Black. Biacco in motion from right to left. Backs her in the eye. And here's the handoff this time. And again, James loses the football right into the hands of First Pitch. Coming down to the near side, takes a big shot out of bounds. But that is a turnover, and the Red Raiders will have it on the return. He gets back inside Big Red territory.
That was a big hit by Manny Ware, knocking him out of bounds. But like you said, big play right there. And listen, with 5 minutes to go, with the way this team can throw the ball, this game is not over right here.
Yeah, Best Pitch just picked that ball. It kind of flopped right up into his arms down around the 40-so yard line and returned it back into Big Red territory to the Big Red 49-yard line. Got some scores for us?
Yeah, final score, Strasburg 52, Madonna 6. And also final score, St. Clairsville 58-0 over Meadowbrook. 28, sorry. Dennis is writing so tiny. That's what it is.
36-23 is our score here on the Creative Carpet by Meg scoreboard as the Red Raiders will take over after the Big Red turnover. They'll have it first down and 10 at the Big Red 49-yard line. They're moving right to left here at Reno Field at Harding Stadium. 3 receivers to the far side of the football field. And Janslick, the running back, is the inside slot receiver over there. Fritz looking the other way, and it is incomplete. Tried to get it to Ariza, and step for step with him was Randy Mitchell.
Yeah, if you're going to throw to one of your guys, you want to throw away from Randy Mitchell. Randy Mitchell was a really good coverage guy, man. I mean, he cut that off completely. He did that textbook right there.
And there he is, locked on 1-on-1 bump and run coverage over here on the near side with Ariza. That's the backside. Strong side over on the far side, and Ritz looking that way right now. He gets it to his back out of the backfield. Jones makes one nice move, another nice move, and gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
Good job there. They tried to set the screen up. Big Red was able to get through that.
So no gain on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 now for the Red Raiders. And Ritz up to the line of scrimmage. One man in the backfield. That's Janslick. Twins each way. Calling for the ball. He has it. He's looking. He steps. And he's trying to get out of pressure. Now he does. He gets it to Janslick over here on the other side. Big Red 40. Gets to the 35. Stops on a dime and bounces it outside down to the 31-yard line. Let's make a Metro by T-Mobile call to the field.
I'll tell you what, that kid in space is trouble. And once again, St. Francis has got the momentum, and they're rolling right down the field. Big Red needs a big stop here, maybe even possibly a timeout just to slow things down.
Ball spotted at the 30-yard line, and here's a play fake, and the pass is incomplete. Tried to get it to Corsi over the middle, almost made a nice one-handed grab, but it fell to the turf.
Shady Side defeated Magnolia 44-8, Beaver Local 45-12 over Minerva, and Martins Ferry 50-7 over Union Local. Also right now, Barnesville leads 31-28 over Buckeye Trail.
4:01 left to play in this one. Big Red 36-23 on the Creative Carpet by Meg scoreboard. 2nd down and 10 for the Red Raiders from the Big Red 30. Ritz looking to throw, still looking downfield, steps, fires. It is incomplete as Kuzman was the closest receiver to him. Allworth in the coverage as well as Ferguson back there too.
Well, and there was great pressure coming in there on him too. He was being brought to the ground as he threw the ball.
And nice job by Noah Howarth over there to get in the right position. Pretty much Ritz is he's only a junior, but he's a veteran quarterback. He pretty much just threw that one away. So it'll be 3rd down and 10 now for St. Francis at the Big Red 39-yard line. 4 receiver look, 2 each way. Ritz has it. Fires. It is complete. Complete at the 20-yard line to Corsi. And it's going to be close. No, they are going to say 1st down. That's going to move the chains. Gain of 11.
This game just got real interesting here.
So the 1st down and 10 for the Red Raiders. They have it at the Big Red 20-yard line. 4 receiver look again, 2 each way. As the clock's moving down to 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to play in this football game. And Ritz, Janslick behind him. Ritz looking to throw, fires over on the near side, and it is incomplete. On the coverage for Big Red was Ferguson.
3:23 to play in the game here. The Red Raiders have all 3 of their timeouts left, Joe. If they're able to score here, then it gets very interesting.
So 2nd down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Again, 4 receiver look, 2 each way. Ritz looking to throw to the near side. It's going to be picked off by Randy Mitchell. And Randy on the return, a little shake and bake of his own as he heads up the near sideline, finally steps out of bounds, somewhere between the 25 and the 30. The threat is over. Back down to the field. A Metro by T-Mobile call to the field to Fatty.
I'll tell you what, Randy Mitchell wasn't even guarding that guy. He's guarding number 1 and fell right off of it and jumped into the passing lane. And that is a huge play by Randy Mitchell with 3:13 to go. And St. Francis with all the momentum. Big Red's going to take over at about the 27-yard line, I think it is.
Today's game brought to you by Creative Carpets by Meg of Wintersville. They do floors and only floors online, creativecarpetbymeg.com. So a great defensive play by Randy Mitchell. Stay with us for the Gumbar Heating and Cooling Big Red Player of the Game. And Randy still in it, quarterback. Biacco in motion, stops behind Randy. Here's a handoff to Tavion Crawford. He is running hard as he explodes out across the 30, out to the 33-yard line. Let's go ahead and salute the Big Red Nation, presented by Hillsboro Grill and Tavern.
A shout-out goes out to Josh, Donnie, and Mike scouting the new Philadelphia game tonight. I'm glad those guys are listening on their way home.
Second down and 3 from the 34-yard line for Steubenville Big Red, down to 2:47 on a running clock left to play in this football game. The Red leads at 36-23. Randy Mitchell up under center, man wide each way. The backs are in the eye with Rodney James dotting that eye, and that's Lukey Zorney, the fullback. And here's a handoff to James. And James has some daylight. James got speed midfield. 40, bye-bye, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Steubenville Big Red. Let's make another Metro by T-Mobile call to the field.
What a great run by Rodney James. Once again, he went untouched. They got a great seal by the tight end, and James hit the hole on the outside, and he outraced everybody. And Big Red just changes the total momentum of this game. Going from possibly giving up a touchdown to 2 plays later, they take it into the end zone and stretch this lead to 19 points.
Two-play, 73-yard drive by Steubenville Big Red as Roberts is on to attempt the extra point.
Timeout on the field by the Red.
Timeout, Big Red.
And we'll go ahead and step aside. We'll be back for this extra point. It's high school football on the river. And welcome back as Jared Roberts on to attempt the extra point from the hold of Biacco. The kick is up high enough, long enough, and right into the bass drum over there in the band section. Steubenville Big Red put another one into the electric O end zone. The O zone, 66-yard touchdown run by Rodney James. Big Red now leads it 43-23. You're listening to high school football on the river. And welcome back. A two-play, 73-yard scoring drive as Rodney James took it off the right side. 66 yards later, Big Red, after the extra point, leads at 43-23. As Ariza, also Janslick, and Jones are back deep for the Red Raiders. And Tanner Power has it teed up at the 40-yard line for Steubenville Big Red. He's popped it in the air a few times, and he kicked it deep a few times. Let's see what the special teams coach has him do right now. And he's just going to kind of pound it into the ground, and the ball is loose. Still finally picked up by one of the Red Raiders going far side. He's got some daylight over there. Runs over a Big Red defender at the 40, into Big Red territory, down to their 45-yard line, and there's a flag on the play. On the return that time was Ty Webb. 2 minutes, 11 seconds left to play here in the football game. And penalty's going to go against the Red Raiders.
How many is that for the Red Raiders now, Mr. McGrath? 19 penalties, 124 yards.
Now, I know this is a stupid question. Any salutes left?
Let me take a quick look here. No, I think we did good.
All right, very good. So let's just say hello to Rick from the Hillsboro and Grill and Tavern as we salute the Big Red Nation.
Man. Now listen, how about hello to our good buddy back at the station right now who just does a masterful job.
Who is that, Walker?
Oh, poor, I'll tell you what.
First down and 10 for the Red Raiders as Ritz is looking to throw. He's going to throw deep, and he's got Ariza. And Ariza finally going to be brought down by DeAndre Anderson, but not before he gets deep into Big Red territory down to the 27-yard line.
Hurry up offense.
Gain of 40 yards on the pitch and catch. Ball is spotted at the 20.
Yards,
I'm sorry, what's that?
He's got over 300 yards.
300 yards passing. Ball spotted at the 28-yard line, and just about everybody on the offensive unit moved that time, except the center. That's bad when center forgets the snap count. Everybody knows it.
Yes.
Steubenville Big Red next Friday will host New Philadelphia. It's an anticipated matchup. It's one of the games that I'm sure they've circled. We've circled on our schedule, and we'll have it for you next Friday night on the river. First down and 15. Ritz under pressure. He steps out of it. Now he's going to keep looking. It looked like his knee may have been down. No whistle. Now he's just going to fire it out of bounds. He did have a receiver over there because there is no outside the pocket rule in high school.
If his knee didn't touch the ground, you could have got a sheet of litmus paper between his knees.
A sheet of what?
Litmus paper, real thin. Science class. You remember science?
Man, you're making my head hurt. You know what I need is a Metro by T-Mobile call the field. We'll do it after this play. Make some sense of all this litmus paper. What? And Ritz over the middle. What a nice catch by Corsi, the tight end turned slot receiver, down to the 25-yard line. Gain of 8. And let's go ahead and go down to the field with Fatty.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, Ross all of a sudden tried to get smart on this tonight. He's used like a couple big terms you've been dying to use. But being standing right down there, he was not down. Like I said, Ross, his knee was close, but he was not down. And once again, St. Francis is just manipulating the middle of the field. Another play right down in between the hashes.
Gain of 17 on that one, down to the 9-yard line. It'll be first down and goal now with 57 seconds on the running clock left to play. Ritz looking to throw. Steps, fires toward the end zone. Corsi has it at the 5, shakes the tackle into the end zone. Touchdown from 9 yards out. Another Metro by T-Mobile call to the field.
You talk about a stiff arm. He just pulled one of those, get off me, boy, and into the end zone for Corsi. And St. Francis, they just won't die. They get in, they're going to go for 2 here. But with only 48 seconds left, Big Red just needs to be able to hold on to that onside kick.
Nine catches for 139 yards for Corsi.
And it looks like the Red Raiders, they are going to go for 2, but it looks like they better hurry up. Oh, they just reset the play clock. All right. All right, so line up to go for 2. Motion, and there's the stop pattern in the end zone to Corsi, and they do convert. So with 48 seconds left to play in this football game, Big Red 43, St. Francis 31. It's high school football on the river. Left to go. Join myself and Dr. Dennis tomorrow night as we're going to take a trip to a southern local high school as the Crusaders of Steubenville Catholic Central take on the Indians. Onside kick attempt, and it is going to be covered by Steubenville Big Red Noah Howarth, and Big Red will have it right at midfield with 45 seconds left to play in this game.
Now here's where you got to take 2 knees there, Joe. 2 knees. Actually, 1.
Coming up in the post-game show, we will announce the Ohio Valley Honda Drive of the Game, the Gumbar Heating and Cooling Big Red Player of the Game, and also the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 246 Electrifying Play of the Game.
Timeout, Big Red.
And we'll go ahead and keep it right here. It's go through some more of those scores that you had for us there.
We're hiring Frankfurt now tied at 21 in OT. Now we also have Wheeling Park up 48-12. Oak Glen up 38-6. We have Dover down 10-7. Lightning delay out there, so they'll be playing that game until Saturday morning, I'm thinking. Shady Side won 44-8 over Magnolia. Beaver Local 45-12 over Minerva. River 48-27 over Monroe Central.
Here it is 43-31. Stay with us in the post-game show as we will recap all the scoring. It may take a while. And we'll also hand out all our post-game awards.
Jackson Hamill in at quarterback for Big Red.
45 seconds left to play in this football game. And Bozica, I believe, in at running back. He is. And here's a handoff to him, and Dillon pops through the line. Dillon down to the Red Raider 45, down to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And that will probably do it unless Coach wants to get another snap or 2 in for these young guys who are out there.
The Red Raiders just took a timeout.
In 6, Roberts and Wenham on stop.
They want the ball back, Joe. They want the ball back.
Let's make another Metro by T-Mobile call of the field.
Yeah, you never know how to play that, though, Ross. I mean, you do have all 3 timeouts, but you're down 11 points or 12 points. So I'm surprised even Coach Suckouts did get the younger guys out there. You know, just you're handing the ball off, so that's no problem. But I'm sure his last words were, take care of the ball.
Yeah, I bet you're right, Fatty. I bet that is exactly what his words were. And Hamill in at quarterback. Bozika.net eye. And the Red Raiders showing blitz, and they hand the ball off to Bozika, and he's popped at the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play, and
Timeout.
the
Red Raiders.
timeout again.
Stop is 1.
How many more of these they have?
One more.
Yeah, I can't take him back to New York, I tell you. Yeah.
Don't save them for the banquet, baby. Use them now. Oh, overtime win for the Red Riders. Good comeback win for them, 27-21. Good job.
That's a huge win for that program. Frankfurt, a very good record last year, playoff team, and expected to do wonderful things this year. Hate to say it, but we're probably the underdog at home going into that game. And, man, they pull off the big victory in OT. It shows a lot of heart from Coach Tony Filberto's squad there. 6th-ranked Ohio State will visit Indiana tomorrow at noon. Catch it live on 106.3 The River. We'll take the air at 10:30. And also the West Virginia Mountaineers host North Carolina State tomorrow at noon. And we'll have that one on River Talk 94.9 pregame at 11. 3rd down and long 4. Hamill in at quarterback. Bozika dots the I. Here's a handoff to him again and breaks one tackle. Breaks another tackle. And he's got 1st down yardage. Will not go down. He's still on his feet, folks. And that fires up the crowd here at Reno Field at Harding Stadium as he gets down to the 35-yard line of the Red Raiders.
That ought to be able to do it for him. Hey, real quick, Joe. Good luck to Coach Bowers, Coach Rob with the soccer teams, and to Coach Taylor, volleyball team, all playing. They're playing in that tournament up at Franciscan for the Cure for Cancer for a Cure tournament up at Franciscan. So for volleyball. So good luck to all those guys tomorrow. And the big one is the boys at Weir High. That's a big one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, very good. And I did see that the Soccer for a Cure is also coming back to Harvard.
Yeah, coming up soon.
All right, there's your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. 43-31, Steubenville Big Red. On top of the Creative Carpet by Meg scoreboard over St. Francis from New York. As we'll be back, we welcome you to the Big Red postgame show on the River.
Ready, break.